Well, it's been a while since I made a recording. I hope you enjoy it. In this game I was playing against Provoked 1. He won the dice roll. And if you stick around for the end of the game, I will bring up my deck list if you're interested. I'm playing Sliver Queen, and he is playing Horde of Notions, so it's 5 color on 5 color. And with his hand here, thanks to the Force of Will, the shop, and the top, I decided to go ahead and keep it. So see how that plays out. I thought this is a neat game because it actually was me trying to find my way out of a bad spot and keep him suppressed before he could do the same to me. So he Faithless Looting's away Temporal Mastery, which I can definitely see doing, and Entomb, which I cannot. Entomb surely should be a bomb in any deck that runs it, especially 5 colors. You should be able to Entomb for deep analysis, if nothing else. But there are also creatures like the 2/1 that comes out when you play a land, so Squee, just any number of things that even if you have a bad draw, you should be able to. Casting Entomb should be an excellent play no matter what. I actually thought about playing it in here, just for the flashback spells that I have, prior to settling on Quiet Spec, just because it's that good. So I topped. Entomb is almost a demonic tutor, and should be in a deck that it belongs in. Anyway, so I get down top, and I figured he's playing, Reanimator, Horde of Notions, but then I realized that this guy kind of has a reanimation effect built in, so maybe he wasn't. It would just have to kind of wait and see. So he gets down with the Fountain. Yeah, if he was running Deep Analysis, Entomb for Deep would have been fantastic. I mean, look, he had the blue. So instead of trying to use top before I draw and then top so that I can look 1 card deeper, try to find that mana that I'm looking for, hopefully artifact mana. But instead, look at this. A Sylvan, I have a green land, but I can't get the mana to play it. So I put Mox Opal on top and play my shop and pass a turn. Opponent goes for Crypt. I have to force this. He cannot be allowed to have that kind of acceleration. So I'll get rid of Fire Ice. This is the card I want to recover with. This is my backup plan if he gets his commander down. And of course this is my defensive plan if I can manage to find the mana to use it. So Fire Ice might have been better to hold instead of the Forbid, just to dig a little deeper, but But look, he plays Diamond Valley, a non-mana producing land. Effectively, like, as useful for him as my shop currently is for me. So that shows that Mana Crypt Force of Will was extremely useful, better than I had hoped. And yay, Sensei's Divining Top. So here's the problem though, if I tap the top to pick up the Mana Crypt and play Mox Opal, the Mox Opal won't do anything, so I just have to say done. So he pitches an Elvish Spirit Guide, which is interesting. Strictly worse than land in this situation. So he can cast a Muldrifter and dig. But also, he wants Muldrifter in the graveyard for his Elemental Commander. And he hits his land. So I know time's running out because he is digging down into lands. But I have fact or fiction into this. Not great. I certainly wouldn't mind hitting the Sylvan. Remember, I haven't played a land this turn, so I want the command tower. So let's see how he splits it up. So he does this. Rightly separating the command tower from the Sylvan. I definitely agree with that. I'm not so sure about putting the Cryptic Command over there, though, because effectively, by taking the 2 pile, I get the Tower, the Cryptic, the Ray, and the Teachings thanks to Flashback. If he would have flipped it around, I still would have taken the Command Tower, and he would have killed a Sylvan and a Cryptic, and given me these 2 Flashback cards, one of which doesn't even have a target. I think that would have been better. Anyway, I take the Cryptic Command Tower pile, and then play my land for the turn. And I dig right away because if I have a 3-drop artifact like Worn Power Stone or something, I want to be able to get it down right now. So I take a look and there isn't one. So I put Regrowth on top of Swords to Plowshares. So it's Swords, Regrowth, and then the island on top. One plays a land tapped. Then I wasn't sure if I was going to go for Twist or just stand up a counter next turn. But he does me the favor of flashing back Faithless Looting, improving the card quality in his hand, which is great for me because I'm about to destroy it, and at the same time tapping out. So here it comes. I have just enough mana to go whole hog. Boom. And I get Omniscience, Command Tower, excellent, Rune, Scarred Demon, a flashback spell that takes 8, that's good, and Academy Rector. So Rector and Command Tower, those are the two biggies, and then Increased Ambition's also pretty big because he would have been able to play it. Command Tower Ambition, get himself something for the Rector and really bust things open. Instead, he gives up. So I hope you enjoyed that game. I thought it was an interesting sort of way that the deck had to dig itself out of trouble while buying enough time against somebody who was also digging for the win. And we managed to come up first. There's always